Hi everyone. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been bouncing between a couple games since we last spoke. Warzone 2 came out, and yeah, I've been playing a lot of that or some of that with my buddies. But I really, I lost my passion for Warzone a while ago. I've also been doing some modern Yu-Gi-Oh. I really have enjoyed Branded as a strategy. I really fell in love with this one particular archetype, Branded Bestial, and there's a lot more things you can do with that than people would initially assume. Nope, here we go. We're gonna full screen that. But lately, for this week, I've been grinding some GOAT format, and I really fell back in love with an old strategy that I used to play. You know what? Let's just get into the games because I just want to show you how it plays, and then we'll do a quick little deck profile at the end. Show you what my ideas are, what my thought process is, why I believe this deck actually works. Now this is a pretty big guy in the GOAT formats. Spheres, AJTBLS. He also has a YouTube channel that he doesn't upload very frequently, but a lot of his uploads are very high quality, so I cannot knock him at all. So here, okay, they're good. We have a nice little opening hand. Now this Book of Life is going to set some alarm bells here. We're playing zombies and Sinister Serpent. We'll see. You'll see this. You'll see this in a second. So we're just gonna set a bluff for Nobleman of Crossout here. He's asking for Dust Shoot. We don't have Dust Shoot. So he goes Thunder Dragon. We end up losing this game, but I did want to show it off because there were a lot of really good plays here. Oh, okay. He gets Thunder Dragon into pot, which is pretty gross. Sets Spy, and then sets a lot. Okay, so it looks like he's playing Chaos Turbo. So he's going to go Trap Dust Shoot. So these are the monsters. Now, I think he's going to go for Exiled Force here. He goes Exiled, yep. So we do have a lot of gas. But we're going to hit the cross out. Now, this is when we weren't playing the one of Spy. I wasn't thinking tricky enough, right? We got rid of a big problem. It's not like we have no ways of dealing with Spy. We actually have quite a few ways to deal with it. Set Book of Moon. I guess we just want to have something on the board here, just so that we're not doing nothing. Okay, he has another set. Probably normal summon Serpent and swap. No, we don't. Okay. Even if we did guess that was a Magician of Faith, I just didn't want cross out that badly. But seeing as, I don't know, seeing Jar of Greed and Trap Dust Shoot, we probably should have just guessed that was Chaos Turbo and taken it anyways. Because now he just gets more advantage. Sets a Dekoichi. Now what do we do here? Snatch into Koki seems pretty good, because we have Book of Moon to protect it. Plus we have Book of Life to revive it later. I don't want to burn Creature Swap too early here. Let's see what we do. Snatch. Yep, Snatch into Koki. I think that's pretty correct. Attack into a Dekoichi. Is this an answer? No, that's Raigeki Break. But, okay. Breaking that is pretty good. Main 2, I think we just pass. Here, oh, okay. That's a big heavy storm. That's a big heavy storm. Gets his +1. Okay, we take the damage. And he goes Tsukuyomi to reset it. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna normal summon Serpent, which is very wrong here. Now we're gonna creature swap. We just didn't play around Ring. Definitely should have hit the Serpent. But I'm also glad that Ring's out of the picture, because now we can Book of Life Koki, take one of his light targets. But he's big up on light targets here, and it really stinks. We set our Call of the Haunted for some more recursion. And we just keep forgetting to get back Serpent. And now he's gonna banish Koki. Sucks. But, you know, it's a thing. Just get Serpent back. Remember to get Serpent back. Yes, we do. We do. Good. Now we're gonna set Chaos Sorcerer. Can only banish face-up cards. He gets Sangan. Beautiful. Nobleman. Ouch. Now, big damage is coming to us. We're really hoping we rip meta. Now, you're starting to see what the strategy is. Yes, we have our Pyramid Turtles. Giant Rat gets us into into our Pyramid Turtle, because Pyramid Turtle's an Earth, and then we're supposed to get Ryu Koki out. Right? Smashing Ground to get rid of the problem card. We don't have any targets for call, so that's fine. And he gets BLS. I mean, we probably should have seen what that was, because it could have been a Chaos Sorcerer. Oh man, we had some pretty low rating here. Game 2. Beautiful hand. Beautiful hand. We set Heavy Storm and Moth. Because we're basically just saying he's not going to Nobleman this, like, right off the rip, because he already saw the Recruiters. We're big thinking on what we're discarding after. We decide Breaker, which is okay. Now, he did hit Creature Swap. So, no Dust Shoot. We Heavy Storm. Okay. MST. I mean, we're okay with not having MST. We take Creature Swap here. We don't rip the Creature Swap. We normal summon Kaiku, rip the Creature Swap now. We can't flip our Sangan, but we do the damage. We just wanted a big thing on board. And Exiled Force is meant to answer something. So he can get back Duo, which kind of stinks. But we are just going to Exiled Force here, not taking any risks. Okay. Now we can hit him again. Banish his light target. We normal summoned. So he's going to Thunder Dragon here. Now, he doesn't have targets for a Chaos Monster, but also, even if he did, Kaiku's pretty good here. Okay, so now he can Tribe, pitch, search Sinister Serpent. Oh, ooh, he's got a big hand here. Search Sinister Serpent. Now Tribe again. Pitching the Serpent he just searched. Getting rid of our Kaiku. Punching us for 16. Kind of tough, but it's not like we have nothing. But we have game. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Game 3. Game 3. I'm feeling good. All right. We had some nice stuff going on. Okay. Thunder Dragon off the rip. He has a near 40% chance of opening at least one copy of Thunder Dragon. Okay, set. Now, we have to rip the Duo here just to see what we're dealing with. What is this? Raigeki Break. What did we rip? Night Assailant. Good. And he has Serpent in hand. Okay. But the thing, we say oof because Night Assailant in the grave is a loop, so that he can keep grabbing back his Night Assailant after Night Assailant. Now, I think we're probably just going to Exiled Force and destroy that set Gravekeeper Spy. Gets back Serpent. Set Serpent. Interesting. So we don't really have much here, so I think we're just going to draw pass. We set Meta because it's the most useless card in our hand. Summons Thunder Dragon. Punches for 16. Tough. Sets a new card. Okay. Kaiku feels pretty good here. Just a normal, but we are just going to Heavy Storm. And he has Jar. That's pretty good. Now we just normal summon Kaiku. Beat over Thunder Dragon. And we're going to take What did we hit? We hit Serpent and Knight Assailant. We decided that we wanted to take all of his hand stuff. Now, ooh, okay, so he sets his other Knight Assailant. He has double Judgment. Now that makes shit pretty tough. We're gonna normal summon Turtle here, I think, and then we're gonna hit the creature swap. We're just gonna go for a big play. Now, we should attack with Kaiku first, but we attack with Pyramid Turtle. Wow, we don't attack. I don't know what we're afraid of here. We really should have just attacked. I think, I don't know, we were afraid of Mirror Force. In all fairness, Mirror Force does fuck us really bad. So he tributes for the Thunder Dragon. And we're just not going to attack again because, I mean, why would we, right? We know it's Thunder Dragon. We know we can't hit into it. There's no reason to take, like, unnecessary damage. Activate Pot of Greed. Ask him if it's okay. He decides to Judgment. Now we set and we pass. Now, we can Pyramid Turtle. We are worried about what this one is, right? This one's the Spy. He sets the new one, so we just say that it is... Nah, we say it's probably nothing, right? It's Spy. We get hit, he gets a new Spy. We should set Scapegoat here, and we do. Now, we should have ripped the Smashing Ground, but it was a pro set heavy. We go for the different tokens. I like it. These are nice little different colored Scapegoat tokens. Flips the Thunder Dragon. Tribe. And that's lethal. Unfortunately, we just weren't doing enough. We had a good position here. That game 2 was pretty good, but we kind of just squandered what we were doing. This one was a pretty weird game, but I do want to show it off. He says GLHF back. That's good. We love that. Now we're gonna set Turtle. Okay. Wanted to set Sangan here. But he sets into us, and we decide, okay, whatever. We'll just set Sangan, and we'll just keep going. Right? No reason to set Book of Moon. We got Pot of Greed. Activate Pot of Greed. Ask him if it's okay. He says it's okay. We draw 2. Then we probably decide to go MST and just start hitting. No, we set MST. Okay. Just to test what this is. Duo. Duo kind of stinks here. What does he hit? Prima. Oh, hate it when they hit Prima. And then we just decide Ring of Destruction isn't going to do us much here because he's just not flipping these, right? So when opponent just doesn't flip their monsters, usually that means anything, right? I mean, if it was a recruiter, there's an argument that he would just flip and start attacking. But we've done the same thing. So the possibility of him losing advantage by attacking is a bit too high. We set Scapegoat in case our monsters get dealt with. It's a good habit to have. Because, you know, you can die a lot. Now, creature swap is not a bad idea here. We decide to hit the new set, and it was Mirror Force. Cool. So we take that as a sign of weakness that he sets Mirror Force. We flip up our monsters, and we just attack. Now it's that card, okay? Pyramid Turtle. Recruiters, when they're destroyed by effects, they don't get shit. So we go Sangan. Great. Now, Sangan usually gets a Sinister Serpent to activate our Metamorphosis, but we already have Sinister Serpent. So maybe this means we get Pyramid Turtle. We get Golem. We've since cut this card because it's just too weak to Mind Control. But I think it does a lot of work this game. I'm pretty sure. You can Mind Con. Ooh, but we do hit Scapegoat here. So we chain Scapegoat to give him a token, and then we keep our Golem Sentry to try and force another answer. Now this is a card. I don't know what the hell this deck is. Flips that down. Now, the thing about creature swap is monsters cannot change their battle positions after we use it. So I asked to read the set because I've literally never seen this card before in my entire life. He gets 1900. He gets 1900 attack. So that does beat over our Golem Sentry by 100. We're going to do that. We're going to push it back because it gets 2000 defense. And we just decide that we can't deal with that. Punch a goat token. Main 2. Set Golem Sentry. We should set Book of Moon here. I decide not to set Book of Moon because we're like, oh, well, nothing's going to happen. But it opens us up to Snatch Steal. Because he can hit into the Golem Sentry, take some damage, and then Snatch Steal it, set it, and keep it. But he decides to punch a goat token. This is why I decided, because we decided to put in Golem Sentry because it can be recruited out by Giant Rat. And it's good in the slow grind games. But the truth is that we never really ended up needing the help. But there is definitely a good showing in this one specifically. So he decides to keep this one in attack mode for some reason. So we Pyramid Turtle and we rip the creature swap. He has no targets for Call of the Haunted. Beautiful. Now we get Big Boy. Now we get Big Boy. And we punch for shit tons of damage. This is why I love creature swap. Now we flip both of these face down. And that's it. Now he says question mark because I was really thinking about sideboarding, but it's like, man, you're playing an off-kilter strategy. Of course I'm going to take a minute to sideboard. Like, I really need to think. Anyways, it was pretty annoying. Whatever. So we have duo. We're just going to rip the duo. No. We like to say that we drew into duo. I always rip the charity because, I don't know, I don't like just not. I don't like getting punished for holding charity. Call is the most dead, and it's probably meta too. Prima, I don't agree with that. But I guess double meta with Scapegoat kind of makes sense. Nice. Actually not nice. He gets rid of Brain Con, which is interesting. We don't take the damage because we have Scapegoat. Cool. Alright, now we are going to get our Thousand Eyes and just start grinding. He also has Scapegoat, which is interesting. We take the Assailant. Punch into the set. We creature swap. Here's something that we didn't do. We didn't go into attack mode before summoning Thousand Eyes. Because right here, I was like, wait, I can creature swap this? But when Thousand Eyes is out on the board, we can't change battle positions. So this was a slight misplay. We could have gotten a lot more advantage here. Like 1700 damage is nothing to scoff at. It's another 1000 needles. So, I mean, oof. But that's okay, you know. He gets Scapegoat out. That's cool. So, he just rips it on his turn, which is interesting. Now, Creature Swap doesn't really do much here. Magic Cylinder. Sure. Sure. Magic Cylinder, this is an interesting card. Lightning Storm. Interesting. Okay. So now we're just going to rip the 1000 needles, I think. He gets Behemoth, King of All Animals. In the grave. That's what he discards with Lightning Vortex. Okay, but we have the ring. We have the Heavy Storm for that. We'll take the 700, I think. No, I think we hit the Ring of Destruction here. For sure. Yeah. Get that advantage. Get that +1. So he's going to Call of the Haunted. Bring back Behemoth. That's okay. Now, we can Snatch Steal here, which we do. And we really should set goats here. Good. Hyena. Interesting. Ooh, I think we're gonna tribute Behemoth. Yep. To get Air Knight Parshath and then start hitting those fucking goat tokens. Let's go, boys. And now we're gonna just keep drawing our cards. Air Knight's great. I love Air Knight so much. Ooh, I think main 2 we know him. Yeah. There's just no reason. He has no cards in hand. We're just gonna keep just fucking hitting forward, right? Press on that advantage. Keep just fucking grinding those +1s. Now, Swordsman is not a good normal summon because we can just pierce. Yep, get another draw. Mirror Force. I do set Mirror Force here. Yeah. I think Mirror Force is a good idea. Ooh. Okay, well, we rip the goat tokens. We saw Brain Control, so we just decide, okay, it's lethal anyways. So he does this. Yeah, token into attack, creature swap, that's game. And then he just quits. That's pretty cool. Next one. I don't know how long these are. This was a pretty good game. This guy, he was doing some Last Warrior shenanigans. Okay, we get Graceful off the bat. He sets. Just a naked set. And we draw fucking Sinister Serpent. Beautiful. Ooh, okay. It's probably Spy and Serpent to set Pyramid Turtle, but I think that's not what I do. It's Book of Life. Okay. Book of Life was pretty easy to enable in this hand. But we have Gravekeeper. This is our only copy of Gravekeeper Spy, and it's specifically to punish Nobleman of Crossout. So we duo hit the Charity. He's punished for holding Charity. He loses Crossout. So we say, okay, he has another Crossout. And then he just doesn't cross out our Gravekeeper Spy. So he goes Heavy Storm. We rip the goat. So now he's going to Scapegoat, punch a token. Definitely a mistake, because that opened us up to a really good play here. So we're going to Heavy Storm and just fucking hit him. Don't know why he went for a goat token. I really don't know why. He should have hit Sandman, because now we're going to punish him with Creature Swap. Take Pyramid Turtle, rip Gravekeeper Spy, crash, get Big Boy. Actually, no, I think we get Vampire Lord here. Yeah. Because he showed us Ring of Destruction, so we're expecting some Spell Trap Destruction here. Now, Vampire Lord, 2000 is a respectable body, but this is mostly here to play into back row, right? Right. It's good into Raigeki Break, it's good into Sakuretsu Armor, great into Mirror Force, great into Torrential, anything that destroys. Now, what we don't want is this to get destroyed by battle. Now, when we do this, we hit spells. He shows us the other Nobleman. So once they show you the second Nobleman, you can be pretty confident that calling spells from now on is going to be pretty good. He doesn't have Graceful, doesn't have Heavy Storm. We set the Book of Moon, just to make sure. Now, we think on what to do here. We decide that we're going to use Book of Moon on the Sangan, because I don't want to lose my Vampire Lord here. Sangans gets a Surge for Magician of Faith. We don't really care about that. Pyramid Turtle. Pyramid Turtle gets us Big Boy. And then we're just gonna fucking keep putting on the pressure. We keep putting on the pressure. Call spells. Cold Wave. Now, Cold Wave scares us, right? We see Cold Wave and we're like, what the fuck, bro? Get punished by Snatch Steal. Unfortunate. Take our 400 damage, but we hit a nasty top deck. Ring of Destruction, gain our 1000 life, draw phase, Ring of Destruction. That's game. Game 2. Game 2, we're going second. Okay, this is a good hand. The Book of Life is pretty good in the opener. It's not amazing in the opener. It's a lot better in the mid to late game. Now he gets Wangu here. I actually had to look up the ruling here because I thought I was able to priority tribute Exiled Force. But King Tiger, as it turns out, is a continuous effect. So we actually... we are able to priority tribute, I think, into trigger effects. No, actually, I don't think we can... No. Trigger effects always override ignition effects. Right? If he doesn't have any triggers, he only has quick effects, then we are able to priority tribute and dodge a lot of stuff. But the trigger will always take priority over an ignition, even though we have turn player priority in GOAT format. Now, he does do King Tiger. He did see a lot of GOAT tokens, but personally, I don't find it very difficult to play around it. So, we go Pot of Greed, and then we decide, okay, this is either, if it's a battle trap, sure, but it's not, it's Book of Moon. So we're going to Breaker, and then we're going to attack over King Tiger, and Book of Moons. Okay. Now we went for that because we could have Pyramid Turtle set, and then Ryukoki would have been fine, but we decided to play around Nobleman. We don't set goats here because of King Tiger, because if he forces the goats, then it's just a -1. It's just a huge fucking L. Normal summon Sangan to get Exiled Force. Sure. He gets this. What do we do here? Now we can Book of Moon, King Tiger, and then we can Book of Moon, King Tiger. We're not going to Exile Force. We can just beat over it with Pyramid Turtle, and I think that's what we do here. No, we decide to play into Nobleman of Crossout, and then we get Book of Moon. Now he doesn't Exiled Force this, I believe. We did play into Exiled Force, which really sucks. I don't know why he didn't just Exiled Force that. That was kind of free on his part. It was a huge blunder setting Pyramid Turtle, but it's okay. We get rewarded. Ryukoki is not 1400 or less attack, so it doesn't get killed. Beat over his King Tiger. And we have Ryukoki out. And he doesn't choose to Exiled Force this. I don't know. He's getting greedy here. Soul Exchange, she's got Brain Control. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Heavy Storm. So we just rip both of these because we want to play around Snatch Steal. We want to play around Snatch Steal and Brain. So we just rip both of them. And I'm really happy we didn't set the Space Typhoon here. Now he decides to Exile Force when it's likely too late. Now, he thinks that King Tiger is going to destroy all my goats. It does not. If a monster with 1400 or less attack is normal or special summoned while you control this card. These were not special summoned while it's face up on the field. So we get to keep them. Hits into 1 token. Now, we can MST here. Or we can MST this. It's Mirror Force. Beautiful. Book of Life. We rip the Sangan because we decide that it's a dark target and it's just better to rip that. We get Koki. Beat it over. Listen, Big Boy. Big Boy does work. Big Boy does work. What's his next play? Sets Moff. Sets Moff to probably get Prima again. Now, not taking any chances. No chances. We take Exiled Force. Beauty. Attack for 24. Okay? We have Prima in hand. We're not gonna overload our monster zones. Here, no risks. We don't take any risks. This is an open board. Okay? We Prima. Get Exile Force. See, the thing is, I don't actually know why he conceded here. He has Brain Control. Soul Exchange. He had outs. He had outs to this. Right? I don't know. Like, he could have ripped something off the top and then Brain Ryukoki, Tribute over. We did have meta in response, so it wasn't like he was actually winning the game, but he didn't have nothing. Like, he had answers. This is going to be our final game. And this was a very interesting deck. This was a very interesting deck. But this guy does something pretty sus after the game is over. So he's playing Reasoning Gate. No, he's not. What is this? Okay. Okay. He rips Thunder Dragon. Now, he used Monster Gate before Graceful Charity. Now, I don't know why he did this order. You know? Yeah, in retrospect, oh, he would have drawn Thunder Dragon. But I think in most cases, you should just Graceful Charity first, so that you can probably have better targets for your Monster Gate. Right? Like, you could set Serpent in Monster Gate. You can do a lot. You can do a lot of different stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why he Graceful Charity here. But that's fine. It's just a Thunder Dragon. He drew a lot of good stuff. Drew a lot of good stuff. So he goes Blowback Dragon, Fusion Gate, decides to go for this guy, Gatling Dragon. And now he's going to banish both for Blackluster Soldier. Again, dude, like, why does he just rip it all from the start? We have a great fucking play here. He's pretty high rated too, right? I don't know why like this blunder was really that big. Maybe he just didn't know that we had an answer, but this is just so open to Snatch Steal, right? We take 1,000 damage, Ryukoki will just destroy it. So now we have Gatling Dragon, probably gonna set Mirror Force here. Yeah, we just decide like, okay, why play around top deck Heavy Storm? So now he's gonna hit 2 heads and destroy both of the monsters. We have Call of the Haunted though, so we don't really like care about this that much. We're trying to play around Heavy Storm because like that's probably just the one top deck that ruins us. We play around it, but also like play into it. It's a little strange. We tribute over the Koki so that we just don't lose it, like to like MST or fucking Breaker the Magical Warrior. Set Book of Moon here because if we Heavy Storms, we're just gonna set our Ryukoki. And I believe that's probably just better for us anyways if we just set the Ryukoki. Now this one, we decide to go. We don't really know what's up. You know, he's got a lot of different levels here. Like Magician of Chaos can definitely be scary here. He's got a lot of good cards to rip, but I think we decide to go for 6 because we think, okay, maybe he's just not playing Magician of Chaos. Rip Jinzo. Correct fucking play. Now what do? I think we just punch with Ryukoki again because we have the defense. Set Magician of Faith. If he has Nobleman, whatever. We have Big Boy. Doesn't matter. He has Mystic Walk. Mystic Walk in the main. That's an interesting one. Definitely get game here. We also open a really, really good hand here. Now this is really good. Prima with Tribe and Big Boy. I'm pretty sure we have 2 Big Boys in hand. So now this is a pretty powerful start. Is Dark Paladin. And we're like, interesting. Well, we can just Tribe, pitch Big Boy, destroy, Prima, and just pile the fucking pressure. Cut his life points in half. We're in a fantastic spot. We're not pro setting heavy. That's cringe. Now, I think we go either 7 or 8 here. No, we go 8. He gets Blowback Dragon, targets the Prima, and he actually hits it. We say it's okay. Not really necessary, because it's so clear that we just don't have an answer. Lose the Koki, get the Hex Shield Fusion, take damage, and then 1,000. Now he Fusion Gates Gatling Dragon. Okay, what's the play here? Probably set Goats. Set Goats, set Turtle. Because we want him to activate this so that he can potentially hit 2 heads. So he goes Tails. Heads. Please be another Heads. And it's not. He just destroys the set. Unfortunate. He goes Thunder Dragon. Yep, that's fine. But he's going to Tribute Summon instead of attacking to get Dark Magician of Chaos. Grabbing Pot of Greed, I bet. Reasoning could have been a play. But, I mean, draw 2's fine. Terraforming gives him some protection against Heavy Storm. He attacks. We goats. Sets the Mirror Force and Monster. He has Monster Gate set. We have Creature Swap. Beautiful. Rip the Heavy Storm. Goat token into attack. Creature Swap. This is why I love Creature Swap. This is why I love Creature Swap. It's great with recruiters. It's great with the goat tokens. Lots of good fucking hits. And we just steal their big monsters. And it's permanent! You know? So good. It's so good. So he goes Reasoning. We hit 7. Because we're like, oh, he's probably going to hit Dark Magician or something. Hex Sealed Fusion something. But could have been other monster on the field. So then he could have fused in the hand, but it doesn't matter because we know it's Fusion Gate. Doesn't activate Fusion Gate. I mean, understandable. What's this? Mystic Walk. We attack with Dark Magician of Chaos. Normal summon Sangan to play into Mirror Force. We hit, and there we go. And Mystic Walk set. I'm very unsure. GG's. He says some GG's. I show him it was called The Haunted. And then this fucking guy, after losing the game, shills his fucking IG. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting gamer moves. Ugh. You know? Anyways, let's, there it is. This is another weird replay with look at this, 60 cards. Who plays 60 cards in GOAT format? Let's go look at the deck. So this is what we're working with. So we have our Spy in the main to punish specifically Nobleman of Crossout. This is our zombie package. The whole idea is to either have a Pyramid Turtle to grind out with big boys and then lock with Scapegoat meta into Thousand Eyes. Or if we have a meta play and we do Thousand Eyes, we can grind with Thousand Eyes, our Book of Moons, and our rings to set up for Big Boy to be an extreme threat in simplified game states. Moth, we like Moth because we have lots of spell cards. It's pretty necessary, good for the grind game. Tribe is a great discard outlet. We can send Big Boy, we can send Vampire Lord, get it back with Book of Life, Call of the Haunted, or Prima. Sinister Serpent is really good because it synergizes with our meta. You know, double Nobleman's pretty much mandatory. We have this Rat package in here because Exiled Force is, 1, a very good card, but 2, Giant Rat can get Pyramid Turtle. So just having more access to Pyramid Turtle means more access to Big Boy, which means more big hits, right? Also, if we already have access to Pyramid Turtle, or we don't need our Ryukoki because we already have one in the grave or on the field, Rat can also get us into Exiled Force. Also, in a pinch, when we don't have access to these, Rat can get us Exiled Force. Creature Swap is because we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4 recruiters, 1 small monster, 3 goats. Creature Swap is basically always live. Basically always live. So the whole point of this is just to grind, and then in simplified game states, we drop a Thousand Eyes or we drop a Big Boy, right? Our deck naturally beats Warriors. We're kind of geared. This is for either the Goat Mirror or against Chaos, Chaos Turbo. We keep Mobius in here because there's a lot of fucking degenerate burn and stall decks. So having the double Mobius makes those game states a lot simpler. Makes those matchups a lot more simpler. Definitely easier to deal with. Ceasefire is, you know what? Criminally underrated. In the grind game, it's pretty good. There tends to be just a lot of monsters on the board in those those lock states, right? You know, maybe there's 2 spies out on the board, and then your opponent just keeps setting into it. Maybe you can't quite hit lethal, and you have 2 effect monsters. You know, Ceasefire regularly hits for between 1,000 and 1,500 damage, but that's enough. That's enough for lethal. right? Kaiku, we always want Kaiku in the side. I don't really like it in the main, but in the side it makes a lot of sense. I don't find it necessary a lot, but it's a big body, it's good graveyard disruption, and it stops Chaos monsters from coming onto the board. Mystic Swordsman is a really good sideboard card. It's also a rat target. Double Mind Control, because if we take a spy, we get our own spy. If we take a moth, we get our spells back. It's only bad versus recruiters. But this deck is also pretty resilient to mind control, because if they steal a recruiter, haha, don't give a shit. Parshath, we prefer Parshath in the side. Let me tell you why. In the matchups where we don't want Vampire Lord, Air Knight Parshath becomes our best option. Jinzo is... I don't know how I feel about Jinzo. Sometimes I want him, sometimes I don't. He's really good in the Warriors matchup. Triple Dust Shoot. Now, I find myself not siding this in because I don't actually know what I would take out for this. I just think the main is just really, really good as it stands. So Trap Dust Shoot's probably going to be something different. Smashing Ground is just like a little bit of extra removal against a really scary deck. We don't have that many good meta targets, but Vampire Lord gets us Dark Balter and Feast Skull Dragon. We have Reaper in the Night of the Nightmare just in case. It's never really come up, but it makes sense. Like sometimes, again, in the grind game, just hitting directly in hand ripping is pretty good. But Fiend Skull Dragon has definitely come up because it's good against Sakuretsu. It's good against Raigeki Break. It's good against a lot of stuff. Dark Balter has never come up, but this is probably more useful than Fiend Skull in a lot of scenarios. Now, our level 6s are actually what we use the most. There was a game in which I used Ryukoki to make Ojama King to try and lock that out. Dark Blade would definitely come up in the late game when we need to like rip a lot of stuff from opponent's graveyard. And Ryu Senshi is great for kill setups. We have Gatling Dragon because we have BLS, but it's just not going to happen. You're never really going to be in that situation, but I have it in there because we need to just fill out the extra deck, right? We do have access to every single card, 3 copies of every single card in the extra deck, but it's okay, right? So it doesn't really matter, but again, it's just there because we can get to it. Master of Oz, I just think it's hilarious. I don't know if there are any viable level 9s in GOAT format, but it is a meta target, you know, and if it ever does come up, I'd love to use it. Anyway, so that's just been what we've been doing. I love this deck so much. It's just like this package right here grinds out for this guy. This guy grinds out for this package, and this synergizes with literally every card in our deck. So we just have a lot of answers, a lot of plays, and a lot of good options versus a lot of the scary decks in the format. Plus we're sideboarding against any degenerate strategies that will take us by surprise in game 1. Also, Ceasefire. Play Ceasefire in the side. It's good. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. There's probably going to be some more GOAT games in the future. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.